Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to tonight's stream. Bit of TS Classic, and why not? We're going to do TSW Wednesday. I think we'll do TSW because I do have the new Ludwigsbarn route, which I've been playing a little bit over the weekend, but I can't show it yet until Wednesday. It comes out Thursday. I can show you Wednesday. So I think Wednesday night we'll do TSW if you're interested in that. But I thought we'd do some TS Classic because in honour of GE Dave, we're going to go on the Great Eastern Main Line. Tonight we're going to do a couple of different runs. We're going to start out in the 156, going from Felixstowe to Ipswich. Then when we get to Ipswich, we're going to jump into the Class 90 and then take it down to Liverpool Street. So how is everyone doing? Who've we got? We got Animal. Animal's got a MacD's and a hot chocolate. That's not bad. That's not bad. David Smith, good evening. G Dave, of course. Bournes, good evening. Peter, how you doing? Who else have we got? We've got 156 Andrew, good evening. Sam, how you doing? Up north, says Sam. Absolutely. Hope you guys all watched I know some of you did, watch the one I did last night, which actually has been quite popular, which was the TSW one, guarding the pacer again after 35 years. That was a quite nice one to make, actually. I quite enjoyed that. It did take me back. We just need the East Lanc slide now, and then we'll be in business. So thanks everybody for coming in. We're gonna get underway. If I unpause it over here, first of all, it says welcome to Felixstowe. Towards the end of Sprinter operation on the line. Prepare to take a morning train to Ipswich. David Drives, good evening. Thank you very much for that. 2 months. Do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nick, good evening. It was a well-paced video. I saw what you did there. Saw what you did. Right. Okay, right. Let's unpause it, shall we? And we can get set up. Let's pop in. And do all the usual master key into forwards, acknowledge that little thing, do that. Let's get the doors open. We want to let's put the destination light on, headlights on, tail lights off, instrument lights are on, markers, yeah, love the markers. Let's do the GSMR. What is this signal? I think it's 044. I have run this before, and in fact, GE Dave, once we get to Ipswich, there's something I want to ask you about, which is a bit odd, something I've not come across so far, which I'm sure you'll know the answer to. Right, we are 2R07, so let's put this in. Or I should say 2 Romeo, to say it correctly. We are 044. Okay, cool. We'll let that do its thing. I think the other thing we need to do is the destination board. So we do the train effects for this. If I can remember how to do it, we can terminate the route. Ipswich, I think, is 0107. Ipswich, there you go. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that, because that's Ipswich. We'll take the DRA off. Right, we're just waiting for the doors. We've got a couple of minutes before we go, so we'll have a look outside at the Bello Greater Anglia livery on the 156. That's quite nice, isn't it? Ride the East Suffolk lines, which is Ipswich to Lowestoft and Ipswich to Felixstowe. Very nice. Quite like that. Let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Yeah, 156 was very unusual on the branch. Usually a single 153. So this scenario, actually I should have mentioned that. I've got this from Train Sim Community by an uploader called Emily S. So thank you to Emily S for this one. Let me just pop up the... hopefully you can see that against this background. Hang on. So we're going Felixstowe, from Felixstowe to Trimley, Derby Road, Westerfield, Then we're going via Ipswich, up, down, Lowestoft, which is where I want to ask you, Dave, about something. And then finally we arrive at Ipswich. Morning service, 8:54. Actually, the one we're going to take in the 90 doesn't follow on from this. It's a little bit earlier than this in the morning. But that's fine. Bournes, this is an early birthday stream. Oh, are you having a few drinks? You should be having a few drinks if it's your birthday stream. Bully's prize board up next to the window in red. Yeah, I remember that. Jim Bowen. I think he was from Blackburn, Jim Bowen. He's not far from me. Let's have a look what you could have won. A speedboat. Jack, good evening, by the way. How are you? Someone will need the fur on with me driving. That's entirely possible, as you know. So we got TS Classic. We've also got tomorrow the Tram City Transport Simulator Tram is coming out tomorrow as well. Now I've only just received my PS5 version of that earlier, so I've not had time to set up a stream on that. But I will do a first look on the console, and I will upload that at some point as well, so that if you're considering, I should say, getting that on console, then you'll be able to have a look. You know what else I should have done? No, it's Shift S. Is it not Shift S? What am I doing? Control S. No, not Control S. You fool. How do I do the clag? How do I do the clag? That's it. Shift and C. That's what I was looking for. Dear me, I've probably turned something off now in the cab. Right, that's what I wanted, the smoke effect. Dear me, that wasn't a good start, was it? Why anybody wouldn't want the clag at full clag, I don't know. Does everybody not set it at 10 in TS Classic? Especially on the 37s, you want it billowing out, don't you? Right, Trimley is where we're off to. So we've no, because it's a standard scenario, we've no timings to keep to as such. But we do have to make sure we're not speeding. So let's do that. And just let's have a nice relaxing greatest and mainline run tonight. That's the aim. But thank you everybody for coming in. I can see, I think we got 30. I think we got 30 in. Thank you very much for coming in. Hope you have a great time. We're nearly at 16,000 subscribers, by the way. As I said, last night's video was quite popular, and I think we've had 30 odd subscribers just on the basis of that video. I get the impression everybody likes a bit of a story, a little bit of a backstory, because those ones are always quite popular. I need to have more railway stories. I need to remember a few. And I might actually be alright at YouTube then. Right. Trimley is approaching. Are we calling it Braintree? No, we're not calling it Braintree, actually. I was obsessed with Braintree. I must have read it somewhere last night. And I think I put in the comments to a couple of you that we were going to Braintree. Actually, we're not going to Braintree. So, yeah. George 470, how you doing? All good descend. Thank you very much, yeah. Bush and Willies, what's he on about now? Story time with Tintin, absolutely. In the meantime, this is Trimley. I think this first one's about half an hour. The big one is obviously the Class 90. Get some brake squeal, shall we? There we go. Wait for this chap to get on. Yeah, you did, Nick. That's right. Yeah, 15 miles from Braintree. Yeah. I don't know where Braintree came from. I was maybe reading up something about this line, and it's stuck in my mind for some reason. Right, there go the doors. Guards buzzer, brakes off we go. That's what we want. Plenty of smoke. Right, Derby Road's next. Just under 8 miles. Do you pronounce that Whittam or Witham? Never quite sure whether it's Witham or Whittam. I think I've asked this question before. I was conscious of the fact we always kind of, not always, but we play a lot of stuff on the channel up north. So I thought we'd come down to the Great Eastern. This is the Alan Thompson Sim upgraded Great Eastern Main Line, also known as the Gemma Phase 1, which you can get from Alan Thompson's website. It just upgrades a bit of the original and hopefully takes away a bit of the crashing. I think the original one had problems around Liverpool Street with memory and whatnot, and it used to bomb everybody out. I was playing the original one. It didn't do that to me, but I know a lot of people have said that it did. So I thought we'd come onto this one. I've not got many scenarios for this one yet, but I'm working on it. I've been trying to look them up. The problem is the requirements for some of the scenarios. I still haven't got everything required. I think I'm missing some kind of Freightliner livery for a 66 on this one. But the majority of everything for this I've got, so we're not too bad. Whittam, so it is Whittam. Right, there we go. ATS just released the free Class 360 update. They have, yeah, and I've downloaded it. And Alan Thompson did a quick video on it on his channel as well, about an hour or so ago. But I did grab that. Yeah, I've grabbed it. It's interesting that, isn't it? He's calling it he calls it an improvement pack, but it's an enhancement pack, isn't it? By all other names, they probably don't want to get themselves mixed up with AP, because all AP stuff are enhancement packs, aren't they? So it makes sense. Improvement pack. Stace, good evening. How you doing? Queen Dave. I've got you. Bush and Willies. I've got you. I didn't spot that. I was too busy trying to get the clag factor up. Jason's practicing his PZB, ready for Ludwig's barn. Yeah, we'll look at Ludwig's barn on Wednesday, which it comes out Thursday, as I said, but we'll do the usual. I was kind of hoping it was coming out tomorrow, so we could have done it tonight, but not to worry. It just means you guys get an extra stream this week if you're interested. Right, 3.7 to go. It's a nice little branch line, this. Quite like this. Oh, you got a sore throat and a cough. Hope you're feeling better soon. The closed Orwell station coming up on the left hand side. Maybe I've already passed it. Right, 2.7 to go. Cutting into your audiobook time. Yeah, we don't want to know what the audiobooks are. It's definitely not Enid Blyton. Go on, say it's this. Who's Enid Blyton? Go on. Right, let's get down for this 50. So, what I want to know, Dave, is when you're playing this route, how close is it to the real thing from a driver's perspective? Is it pretty spot on? All the turns are in the correct place, the speed boards, all that good stuff? Because most of us have no way of knowing, really. Still got all the default trees in, by the way. I've not got the AP vegetation pack. I've been resisting getting it. Famous Five. Nick used to read the Famous Five, yeah. Probably slowed down a little bit too much, but it's fine. It's very close, but the braking dynamics are wrong. Got you. Right, so coming into Derby Road. After Derby Road, we've got Westerfield. Then we've got to go via. Then we're into Ipswich. Leave her alone, animal. Don't forget, everybody, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind on the stream. That will be excellent. I'm hoping we will get to the 16k subscribers certainly by the end of this week. I think I'm about 40 off 16,000, so not too bad at all. Good going. Right, this is Derby Road. There's a bit of a shorter platform, it looks like. There's the stopboard. I'm miles away from it, but you know what? It's fine. Is everybody in the platform or not? I can't see. Oh yeah, just we're in. We're all right. Yes, exactly, Nick. Yeah, yeah. Right, let's go to Westerfield. 2.57 miles. This one. I'm going to assume you haven't said anything, so I'm going to assume the sound is all okay still. I tend not to try to change it between streams, so hopefully it's all right. Is anybody going to pick up the tram game, by the way, just out of interest? As I said, if you're playing on console, I will report back and let you know how it is on console. I've got as far as installing it, but that's all so far. Her voice is too loud. I've not read the Beano for years. Dave, unsure about the tram game. Going to watch the video and think about it. Yeah, I'll do the. I mean, I've done the. We've played it before, haven't we, on the PC in early access? The new collector's edition's got all the additional trams. But the next video I'll do it on the PS5 so you can see how it runs on the. You see the differences. Why am I going so slow? I don't even know the price of it actually. What have you seen? What the price is, Animal, on console? Is it the usual sort of 30 quid, or is it a bit more? I don't think I've seen the pricing. Anyway, a couple of people have asked me in the comments as well, and I didn't know what the answer was. Blackpool trams. Have you ever, whilst you've been into TSW, have you watched any of the Just Trains streams? Because Tom from Just Trains, he drives trams. I think he does heritage trams though. Jason will correct me. I think Jason, you'll know better than me. Is he actually a tram driver, or is it just heritage trams that he does as a kind of hobby? I can't. I don't know if it's his job or it's his hobby. But he definitely drives trams. In the Blackpool Fleetwood area, I think. Yeah, you said you were getting the Blackpool branches and West Coast Main Line. Imagine getting both of those at the same time. It's almost like it's your birthday, Bones. Heritage trams only, got you. Just seasonal stuff. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I knew he drove trams, but I couldn't remember. That's a nice little station, Westerfield. I'll take a look. The PS5 store still has no price showing for the tram game. Yeah, comes out tomorrow. So should really have been advertised. Maybe it has, but I've missed it. But it's a bit weird if it's not on the store. Anyway, let's get on. We've got to go via next. Nice pub to the left, says Dave. Jason's looking for the prices. Excellent, thank you. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. It's getting a little bit nearer to the release date for there to be no price. Oh, those old Blackpool trams are a bit rickety, weren't they? Yeah, I know which ones you mean. What's his face on Coronation Street got run over by one back in the day, where Rita was chasing him. Or he was chasing her. Baldwin. Was he called Baldwin? No, it wasn't him, was it? Getting all my characters mixed up now. She was married to him. Alan somebody. Can't remember his surname. One of you ex-Northerners is going to tell me now. You're debating whether to get a Steam Deck or a Switch 2 when it comes out. I suppose on the Steam Deck, a lot of the stuff you already own, you may be able to play. Bradley, there you go. I knew Peter had come up with it. Yeah, that's him. He got run over, didn't he? Yeah, both Peters have come up with it. Oh, he's found it. Standard $19.99, deluxe $29.99, collector's edition $44.99. I don't actually know the difference between the standard and the deluxe. I know the collector's edition, obviously. Right, we've got a single yellow. I think this is where I'm going to ask you a question, Dave, this one. Just about the protocol for this next bit. Not the next signal, the one after it. Connor, good evening, how are you doing? This unit had a route guide and chess and Ludo boards on the tables, did it? That's interesting. No, you're alright, Animal. It's a quick one. Quick question. Not this signal, the one after it. watched Corrie in over 20 years. I don't think I have, to be honest. I'm not really a soaps person. Right, we'll just wait here because I think there's something coming out of Ipswich that we need to wait for. So, let's do that. Hopefully I don't forget to put it back into forwards. Connor says, have you tried the route Dundee to Edinburgh Waverley? I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, there we go. We got the yellows. That didn't happen last time. And I forgot to put it in. Oh, there we go. Now it's because the train's coming out. That's what I was waiting for. Right, hold on. Why have we not got any power then? Oh, the DRA's on. What a fool. Told you I'd forget something. Ah. You can see that building on the right from your bedroom window. That big thing. Bedlam. Bedlam it's called. And when you say we're going straight into Ipswich, we're not. This is what I want to ask you about. There's a red coming up. In this scenario, anyway. Which I will show you. There's a pop-up instruction that comes up. For this red. He says, at some point it does. There we go. The next signal is a call-in signal. Right, so this is what I wanted to ask you about. So, it's a red. Let's just stop first. We'll just stop for it. So it's a calling signal. Shouldn't be a red, yeah. So it's a calling signal. So I presume that means, simply, we call in, we contact the signaller to say, like, we're waiting outside and whatnot. So normally we'd just tab that, wouldn't we? To contact the signaller. But it doesn't do that. I was first doing this, right, thinking it was TSW, and I'm going around and I'm trying to click things thinking, I need to call the signaller and tell him we're here. And then I started messing around with this, saying I was like sat at the signal, and I thought, no, that isn't simulated. It's just there, but it's not actually doing anything. So then, in the end, I just set off and went through the red, but I didn't know what the actual protocol is. Oh, it was a double yellow. You're right. Yeah, it was right. So it's just the way the scenario's set up. Then, in that case, okay, that's fair enough. And then, in that case, then I'm not too worried. Animal says it's a red issue. You want to go to Ipswich? Right, we'll go through it. Yeah, I was trying to tab it. You can't. So it worked earlier, so we'll be fine. Steve, good evening. How you doing? You just sneaked in there. Yeah, everyone joined the Discord server. I've only just saw what you put there, Jason. Thank you. Yeah, everyone joined that. Programming. I've quite enjoyed the scenario. It was a simple one, but I didn't have anything currently that let me see that Felixstowe branch. So I just found it earlier today, and I thought we'd run that. There's probably some better ones. I just need to have a look around. There's also another train in the platform. So we definitely do not want to Oxenholme this. It's a bay platform as well anyway, so it wouldn't do us any good at all. Yeah, platform 1, yeah. And then when we get in the 90, we're on this platform to the right, which I assume is just number 2, and we're going through the tunnel and off to Liverpool Street. Did he not have his tail lights on in front? If he's coming this way, he's had it. There we are. Let's get the doors open one last time on this one. Manager's office is over the bridge. Fortunately, he doesn't want to see me this time. I've been to Ipswich Station lots, and I don't really remember it. This is the way out, isn't it? Somewhere over this side. It's this side. This is how you get. There it is. I don't want to click that because it will take me out of it. But I think you actually go into Ipswich this way, don't you? Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's the football ground. Yeah. So that is where. So right next to the football ground was when I was working at Eastern Electric, and they'll be over this side somewhere, right next to the football ground. You could near enough see in to the football ground. Yeah, cool. Another job I did a long time ago. You did a gig in Ipswich once, and only once. You got out of there, did you, quick? Apologies to anyone who's from Ipswich, by the way. I seem to remember the actual town centre in Ipswich isn't bad. But it's been a long time since I was there, so it could have changed a little bit. Right, anyway, we're going on to this one now. Class 90 service 1 Papa 01. So this is the Norwich to Liverpool Street service, but we're doing it, as I said, from Ipswich. This is the speed service, bit faster than that last one. You're from Ipswich. Your accent, you have not got a local Ipswich accent. There are no Brummies in Ipswich. I'm not having it. You're going to tell me you're not a Brummie now? Yeah, Portman Road. I've been there once as well. I've watched the football there once. Oh yeah, there was that murder case, wasn't there? That was Ipswich, wasn't it? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Right, okay. Let's see if I can remember how to drive this then. First thing we'll do is get the doors open. Morning, driver. You join the action here at Ipswich, where you've taken over our fellow lady driver, Amanda Hugginkiss. Poor girl's been taken ill. That's fine, however. You get to drive this right saucy bit of brisket down to London Liverpool Street. Anyway, get yourself strapped in and set your train up and enjoy. You don't actually strap yourself in, do you, when you're driving a train? I don't think you do. Anyway, let's get everything set up. That's fine. Instrument lights. Now that Dave told me where the headlights are, without pressing the H, I know exactly what to do. Electric trade supply, so that's all good. Set the DRA off this time. Let's have a quick look at the front outside. I think we need the marker lights on. Yeah, which one's that? Is that J? It is J. Okay, so we're in 90001. Crown Point, this is. Ipswich is a city, is it? Why are they called Ipswich Town then? The football team, if it's a city, the football team didn't update their name to follow. Oh, Brummish is a southerner. Same thing. Passengers need to strap themselves in with me driving. Amanda Hugginkiss. Someone's taking the mic there, aren't they? Cloud Point. Actually, we're ready to go to Manningtree, and I'm not even ready. Look, right, okay. Let's just go. Take the brakes off. That'll help. Let's go. Come on, don't let me down. Let's do that again, shall we? That's better. That's better. Right. Let me set this speed control. I do like this speed control. Laserjet, good evening. How you doing? Oh, Norwich is a city. Yeah, Norwich is. Yeah, Norwich is. I was in Norwich in August. Your ex is Amanda Hugginkiss, and she never cooked brisket. Oh, God. You lot crack me up, I tell you. Right, Manningtree, 9 miles. We've got. Sky's a bit grey because it's 13 minutes to 6 in the morning. But don't worry, it will brighten up by the end. Up to 45. When I first used this Class 90, the alarm was going off all the time for the dead man's pedal, and I could not work out. I couldn't find any instructions anywhere where the button was for the longest time, and I kept having to do this and click the pedal like that until some kind person told me it's actually on the number pad. It's the enter button of the number pad. And I was in business after that, but my word, that was frustrating. Right. I'm going to go up to 100. Sophie, good evening, how you doing? No oxen homes yet. No oxen homes yet. No. There could be on this, because this is a fast service, so... with a few stops. we pass through Colchester, I think, don't we? Get the taxis on speed dial. Yeah. What would we call it down this end, though? It wouldn't be an Oxenholme, it would be a... I actually quite like Manningtree. We could do a Manningtree. Actually, I should show you the stops. Oh yeah, Colchester, yeah. Manningtree, Colchester, Stratford, Liverpool Street. That's where we're going. So Connor's quite right. We do have Colchester coming up. Yeah. Is Manningtree the one that's got like a middle platform, like a staggered platform? The Manningtree. It sounds like a pub, yeah. Mission to distract Tintin at Manningtree. You're cruel. You're all cruel. What I want to know from Dave is, was the 90 this sluggish to get up to 100? It's not very fast, is it? We're still getting up to 100 now. But yeah, we're due about 4 minutes into Manningtree. Nip into Manningtree for a pint, yeah. Doesn't matter how many platforms, watch for red lights, yeah. You're on my favourite route earlier. That wouldn't be the West Coast Main Line, Preston Carlisle, would it? By any chance? I could say something about that, Stace, that comment you just put, but I'm not gonna do. I'll leave that for Animal, I'm sure. You want to use one step for braking. Sometimes with a bit of step 2 at the start. Oh no, I might need the full range, you know. In fact, what I'm going to do now is take the power off. I've got 2 miles to go. I need to get down to 80, so I'm going for step 1 right now. A 10 car 158. Oh wow, we've got a bit of screen freeze there. There we go. Neutral section. It's funny now, every time I see a neutral section I want to do the usual, but you don't have to in this. Right, I'm going for step 2. And I'm going for step 3. Because I can't risk it. I might actually need step 4. I'm not as good as you, Dave. Or 5. Everybody's coffee's going everywhere now. Full service. I was coming in a bit too hot. I need to practice. That's better though. We'll reduce some of the G-force now by removing some of the brake. You get used to it after the first 500 times. It's a bit... I mean, it's difficult enough in the sim. I bet in real life, I mean, you've only got one chance to stop, haven't you? You don't want to really mess it up. Well, this is Manning Tree. It's like you said, Dave. Even in TSW or in this, you just got to play it a few times, haven't you, just to get used to the route and the braking and whatnot. Five of them were ScotRail, 5 it looks like a toddler designed Leven livery, or Leven livery. I keep saying Leven because of Leven's Viaduct, which is up my way. That's what happens when you come out as well. Let's take the brakes off. I missed the dead man's pedal while I was outside. Right, Colchester is next. Just under 8 miles. Is it Colchester? It's the big army place. It's Colchester, isn't it? Coming in hot. And you're eating Five Guys, yeah. Oh, ride as a co-driver over Shap. You'll notice the AI drivers do not cut the power in the neutral sections. That's interesting. The 158 runs fast when coupled to the pacer. Oh, the Glass House. That's what it's called, is it? The Glass House. I've not heard that. Oh, you see what you can learn on these streams? You'll not learn anything from me. It's me learning it from you. Just know I'm missing an alarm every time I do that. I'll keep popping out and popping back in. It's getting a little bit brighter. It's coming up to 6 AM. It's home of the Military Corrective Training Centre, and the paras are also so the paras like sort of teach them a few things, do they? I assume. You got a TSW question? Go on then. I'll see if I can answer it. Somebody will be able to. Hashtag distracted Colchester. He's determined his laserjet, look, to, you know, put me off. It's Brighton how he left Suffolk. A military prison in Colchester for drivers that spad. I'll take the usual tea and biscuits, I think. Are we likely to get the Wales Coastal before TSW6, the Cardiff network? I've no clue. I actually have no clue when that Cardiff network's coming out. But is it not in the notes of 3 months? I can't remember which side of the page it's on. It's not on that. Oh, right, okay. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I hope it's soon, though. I mean, I think we're all waiting for that one. That's going to be an interesting one. Right, 2.8 miles. So, I'll take the gas off now. Trying to distract me, not give me heart failure. I'll be alright with those Welsh pronunciations, don't worry about that. Step 3 at the footbridge. Oh, I'm going for it now. Wherever the footbridge was, or it is. The problem with following Dave's instructions is that you're a couple of minutes behind me. So when you're in the chat saying he's late again, you know, at the beginning, he's late again. I've actually already gone live, but it takes a couple of minutes to reach you. So if we had him live on the phone, I could probably follow his instructions, definitely. But yeah, this is Colchester. Concentration. Good evening, Chris. How you doing? I think this is when I said his Manning Tree got like a weird platform. I actually meant this. I think this is what I meant. Yeah, it's odd. Yeah. Who designed this, or was this added later, so that you get 2 platforms here instead of 1? Was this all 1 platform at one time? Not sure. Evening, coffee guy. How you doing? Long time no see. It is a Tintin stream without an Oxenome or a Spad. What if I did one and I didn't Oxenome or Spad? I got part 1 alright. I didn't Spad or Oxenome on that. Getting brighter now. Probably should have a bit more traffic over to the right, but I'm probably missing a couple of things that I need. What's the station designer drunk when he thought of it? Home to the University of Essex. There's another fact for you. Knew it. Off to Stratford. This one's a long one. 47.5 miles. Be interesting to see if you can dial in clear on the custom whether you've been in South Wales for nearly 13 years and it's still bad. That's what I'm saying. I'm not reading that out. Yeah. Maybe it's like hard coded the weather on that one. It's going to be a good route though, that isn't it? In all seriousness, and hopefully we'll get proper class 150 as well, which performs a bit better than the West Cornwall one. You live in the same county as Colchester. Ah. There should be units in the yard this time of day. Yeah, it's a big big yard, that, isn't it? To be pretty empty. Stay says, is Sophie in the chat? Still can't see the messages. Yeah, I can see them now. I can see them. Nick used to live on Colchester Road. Hashtag distract at Stratford. Get your hashtags ready. You're going to need one for every station. You've not got many left, LaserJet, look, because we got Stratford. And if we have hashtag distract at Liverpool Street, I'm going to be straight for the buffers and into the Costa on the concourse, I think. Dave, you can't see Sophie either. Oh, right, okay. You must have something strange set up, Sophie, on your profile, your YouTube profile. Whatever you did on that other live stream meant I could see you again, but her ladyship has been blanked, says Chris. A dog box? Is that the name for a 150? I've never heard that one before, a dog box. Oh, I had something missing there. There was something missing at the back. Some livery or other. Oh, the 153 is the dog box. Ah. Or a scud. It travel like a missile. Heading to Essex, can we have a bit of Dr. Feelgood? Dog box. Yeah, I've never heard of that one before. They set off, but didn't always get there. Ah, I see, like a Scud missile. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Sudbury branch to the right. Ah, okay. I often wondered where that was. And the reason I wanted to know about the Sudbury branch, because I've got a lot of the old... You guys have heard of Harry Price, haven't you? The Ghost Hunter. And Borley Rectory. You've definitely heard of Borley Rectory, haven't you? And every time he went to investigate at Borley Rectory, when he was doing his ghost hunts, he stayed in Sudbury, and he always used to catch the train. So I've always wondered where the Sudbury branch is, so there you go. No, says Queen Bee. Look him up. At least you're honest. Mr. Watter, how you doing? Good evening. Right, we've still got just under 40 miles. Derek Okora has been quiet since he died. No, I don't think you missed anything. I did see Derek Okora in Southport, not recently. I was there one day and I saw him just walking down the street. I think he lived quite close to Southport. Yes, thank you, Jason. Yes, smash the like button, everybody. Thank you for that. So Mr. Watter can see Sophie's comments. Nice, very nice. Shall we put the frame rate up at the top? Because this area gets a bit choppy. Any nicknames for Pacers? Quite a few. So how many, if you're on this run, Dave, this mainline run, how many runs do you do per shift? Backwards and forwards? And typically where would you go from and to? Would you be like Norwich down to Liverpool Street? Would that be the whole journey you would do, or a bit more? I don't actually know if you can go a bit more. No, you can't. Norwich is a dead end, isn't it? Or terminus, probably, to use its proper term. Still got 31 miles to go. Norwich is a dead end. Ipswich to Liverpool Street, then Liverpool Street to Norwich, then Norwich back to Liverpool Street back to Ipswich. Right, it's a pretty decent set of runs there, isn't there? That was the first time I've been to Norwich Station, actually, during the summer. When I did that run from Beccles into Lowestoft, and then back out again from Lowestoft to Norwich. So I could see Norwich's ground on the way in, but I've never been there to watch football. I considered going to watch Preston there this time, but then they moved it to a night game, so that put that out. Bit far to go for me, Norwich, on a Tuesday night. And be back for work next day. Your dad's cousin used to play for Norwich. Nice. Right, 85. Then a 60. Robert Fleck, yeah, I remember him. Was that 90s, late 90s or early 2000s? That's I remember. Definitely remember him. Blonde-haired lad. think this 60 will go for a station, don't we? It's on a curve. Lowestoft was home to the Eastern Coachworks, which manufactured a wide range of bodies for UK buses. I didn't know that. Lowestoft's obviously known for its fishing, isn't it, back in the day? Oh, is it really? Bedlam, yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm glad I've come to the Great Eastern Main Line now. I've learnt all this stuff. I have got a good memory, yeah. Well, I have for some things. Good film called Bedlam with Boris Karloff. Not surprisingly, it's called Bedlam, it's about Bedlam. Good film though. Late 90s or early 2000s, yeah. I do remember him. I've probably seen him play at North End. I should be speeding up, not slowing down. That will help. Let's set the speed, shall we? There's one of our colleagues going back the other way. Cromer. I've been to Cromer as well. My dad used to like going to Cromer when he was a kid. I remember him telling me. Grimsby definitely is fishing, yeah. Elephant Man. I watched that when I was at, I think it was at primary school. It scared the heck out of me. That was John Hurt, wasn't it? Just over 22 miles still to go to Stratford. Touche, Bournes, touche. Go on, say it. Moving pictures weren't even invented then. Canning Town. I love that name, Canning Town, though. For some reason. Not somewhere I've been to. It's so bad you forgot how to spell it. You're not selling it to me, you know. The route looks good, but you're not really selling it to me about, you know, what we can see along the way and where to visit. So far, I'm not going to Colchester. I'm not going to Canning Town or Plaistow. I can't remember if I'm going to Witham or not. I might be going to Witham. I think you're alright with Witham. Ipswich I've already been to, so that doesn't count. Liverpool Street I've been to, so that doesn't count. I try going there. You won't like it after that. Maybe that's why they gave it a cool name. To compensate. Yeah, can you actually go along the Braintree branch in this? If you can, I will get a scenario for next time just so we can do that. If Elephant Man scared you, try Crumbrand Shopping Centre on a Saturday afternoon. Right, that is the alarm for the 75. Actually, you know what? Probably shouldn't do that. I shouldn't slow down with the speed set, should I? Get to the speed, then set it, or adjust it upwards. Oh, you can on this and the original version. Right, well, I'll have a look for a scenario then that goes up to Braintree. Good evening, Louis. How you doing? Oh, I forgot you're quite a big fan of this area, aren't you, Louis? With your flirt videos that you've got. Yeah, don't use the speed control to brake. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I probably knackered the engine or something. There's the alarm again. Only just caught it. No, there is neutral sections, yeah, on this, but they don't work. Unlike on that West Coast mainline route that we're used to now. There's quite a few on here. I was thinking that last time I drove this, I thought the West Coast mainline ones have taken a little bit of getting used to. If we had to get used to where the ones on here are, it'd be even more difficult. There's a lot of them. Good morning, Paul. How you doing? Yeah, Louis, do you drive the Flirt? Do you have TS Classic? And do you drive the Flirt? I haven't got the Flirt because I think it's a bit expensive, I'll be honest. I think you can get, it's the 745, isn't it, that you can get from Alan Thompson, and I think he's bringing out the 755 as well, if I've got the numbering correct. Yeah, I think it was the 755 that I went to Norwich on recently. You're doing a bit of flirting. Oh, you don't have TSC at all, you're just waiting for the flirts in TSW, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we get those at some point. Be quite nice. Right, we got just over 11.5 miles into Stratford. I take it you've got it, Dave. Have you the 745? The frame rate struggles to get over 30, doesn't it? This section of the line, this last part. I was thinking of getting the Rail Express systems pack from ATS. I don't know if anybody owns that. Because you get an upgraded Class 47 with that. I quite like the mail type stuff. Royal Mail, I should say, all the postal stuff. Don't mention biscuits. It was brisket, as Stace said. It was brisket, not biscuit. Don't mention biscuit. Please don't mention biscuit. Ultimate Gaming, good evening, how you doing? You've been train spotting at Preston on your Xbox for 4.5 hours. Wow. Are you not tempted to drive a train in all that time, Nick, while you sat there? There's a neutral section. Trying to get to 200 subs. Nice, nice. Let's save it, shall we? Just in case we get any issues. Next time you go spotting, you're up to go to Norwich or Ipswich again. I imagine Norwich is a good place. Right, we've got 5 miles. Matthew, good evening. How are you doing? Yeah, there's not much over there to the right either. And there probably should be. Hashtag distracting in 5 miles. 3.80 now. So I'm going to start bringing the speed down. Early. There's a lot going on though in this route, and around this section. There's all sorts. The scenery's quite intense. So it's not surprising there's been some memory issues for some people. Yeah, the West Lancs Light Railway, yeah, that'd be good. Immersive visit of the tea rooms at Beaconsall. Keep powering. It's not going to happen, ladies and gents. I'm staying keen-eyed on this one tonight. Oh, before electrification, the main line stayed on the left and it moved to the right after with the Ilford flyover, when the Ilford flyover was built. Can we have a flyby? He's tried everything. Oh God, he's determined. I'll give you a flyby when we get to Stratford. Go on, Stacey's got a question. Go for it. Which one's the flyby? This one? Oh, you mean this kind of flyby? Hang on, I'll find it. Give me the number. Tell me the number. This one. There's your flyby. And I got the alarm. because I went out. Well, I'm definitely going to stop now. Thank you to Laserjet for helping make sure that I do stop at Stratford. That kind of backfired on him, didn't it? Let's get it in forwards. There we go. Go on, Stace. What's the question? Yeah, the safety systems kept me safe there. What did you stop there for? It's Laserjet's fault. You can't park there, mate. Yeah. Good job we're early. Wrong type of DSD animal. Right, I thought this was Stratford then. It's not Stratford. I nearly stopped. That would have been funny. Request stop. Oh, she didn't really have a question. There you go. She's trying to catch me out. On the original, you think there's a repeater and a signal missing at Maryland. Is it fixed in this? Have we passed it already? A bit small for Stratford, yeah. I'm still route learning. This looks very much like Stratford. Power can help brake. I told you it'd get nice and light by the time we got towards London. Well, that's nearly an overshoot. Doing it to me again. Not enough graffiti for Stratford. Alright, let's go. Liverpool Street. Where does the line go off to the right then? Where does that go to? Hackney and Temple Mills. North London. Oh, North London line. Ah, okay. I need to get my rail atlas out. I can see where all these places meet up. Because my geography of this area, train wise, is not very good. Used to use that line to go to Hornsey Depot. I can see the skyline of London coming up now. Goes off towards King's Cross and the North London line. The only thing you need to know is to avoid it. Another place I'm not allowed to go now. Lots of rail tours going from East Anglia, going to ECML, use that line. Oh, that's interesting. Hashtag distract Lime Street, please. Lime Street? We're not going to Lime Street. We're going to Liverpool Street without the lime. I hope we're not at Lime Street. I've gone the wrong way if we're at Lime Street. Right, this is where we need the frame weight and everything else to hold up. It's quite abrupt. You're right there. You've not got much choice in the matter. If you can't stop yourself, something will. $40, $30, $15 is what we're doing. Steady as she goes. Half a mile. between 22 and 25 frames per second. I suppose it depends on the volume of traffic that's at Liverpool Street as well. I don't think there's usually much. This is where the scenery goes a bit wrong, right? It's like coming into New York, this, isn't it, on TSW? Platform 8. Bit quiet, isn't it? Yeah, you wouldn't know you're in London, would you? There we go. Tunnel at the end of the platform reminds you of a posh Euston. Do you mean the concourse? This bit? Thanks again, driver. That was smashing. Arrivederci. I don't know who's designed this scenario. It was good though. That was a good run. I enjoyed that. And we did all right. How long did it actually take us? I didn't realise it did that. It gives us like the logbook at the bottom with both trains that we used, the 156 and then the 90. Operational errors. Used the emergency brakes twice. Did I? I don't remember that. I'm going to take its word for it though. Anyway, there we go. So that is it. Great Eastern Main Line. I've enjoyed that one. We've got plenty more places to visit in Train Simulator Classic, which we will do over the coming months. Anything in particular you want to see, just leave me a comment on one of the videos and I'll take a look. Laserjet is Laserjet's hashtag cancelled tinted for no oxynomes. There's always next time, and there will be a next time. You know there will be a next time. So thanks again, everybody, for joining me. We'll be back on Wednesday night live to have a look at Ludwigsborn. And it is a nice route. Yeah, I know you've already seen it probably on the Dovetail stream, but obviously I've played it a little bit to get used to it, and it's quite nice. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. So that'll be Wednesday night. I'll put that on the schedule. Until then, have a great evening. Bournes, happy birthday. Hope it goes well, mate. And I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks, guys. See you later.